Good morning, students. In today's session, we will see about the second part of the first order logic statements. So already in the previous sessions, we see about what is first order logic statements and what are the limitations that we identified in the proposition logic statement that can able to rectified by the first order logic statements. And we identify some of the initiatives and some of the new terms, something like quantifiers, which are the new kinds of terms which has been added for the statement, something like everyone likes someone or someone likes everyone. So in today's session, we will see some of the examples how we can able to write the English sentences to the conversion of your first order logic statement. Because after converting to the first order logic statements only, we can move further to know about how the artificial intelligence with the name of knowledge representation, the learning process can able to done by the system, which what we call as a neural network. So these things and all comprise with the starting point of your first order logic statement. So in today's session, we will see about how the first order logic statements can able to taken by the different sentences in the Englishes, and as well as how the statements can able to convert in the different interpretation, where we can able to write more than one kind of statements for the given statements to be converted to the first order logic statement. So that kind of things and all we will see on today's session actually. So before going to that particular one, let I have some kind of introduction about already we discussed, but before going to the topic of the first order logic to the second part, again I'm reviewing about what is a first order logic and what is another name of the first order logic. We already discussed with the name of predicate logic. Predicate represent what the subject is doing or what the subject is actually, and there is some kinds of new terms that has been added to the first order logic statement, like objects, relations and functions. And previous session we have seen some kind of model example, which is an object, which is a relationship. Object represent about the name which we taken over in the sentence, and relationship which represent about brother of, sister of. These are all the different kinds of relations we make it. Functions represent about the predicate, like Ram is a boy, where boy will be called as a predicate or a function. So within this we have identified this kind of terms like object, relation and as well as a function. Addition with this, in first order logic statements, we also identify the two main parts of the first order logic statement, syntax as well as the semantics, especially related to the syntax. When I make about the quantifiers, I already told when you are using the quantifiers, in what way you can able to write it, that amplification as well as and symbol. So this kind of process will be done in syntax as well as your semantics. Let me see about some of the basic elements of your first order logic statements, which what already see about, but some kinds of points which we discussed like predicate, functions, variables and quantifiers. These are all the things which has been taken to be especially as a next level of first order logic statement to be carried out. Okay, so now we will go for the statements, how we can able to convert the given statement to the first order logic statements. So before starting this particular examples, let me identify one thing. As a simple thing, you can understand that in quantifiers, there are two kinds of quantifiers available that we already see it in the first level of first order logic statements in the presentation. That is, for all there exists. So for all will be used by the symbol what it is available here over. This is a representation for all, and there exists is a representation for this particular symbol. So whenever any kind of term is available, you want to take it these two terms. Number one. Number two is whenever there is an for all statements, everyone good, something like the statement is available, definitely there is a statement available known as an implication statement, which what we call as a conditional rule or a if then rules is being applied over there. So that you should take it in your mind whenever you are writing statements. You just refer that whether the implication is available or not. At the same time, in some situation, when you are combining the statements of like everyone, someone, in the sense that particular moment of time, we want to add at both conjunction as well as the implication symbols actually. So first of all, what we want to do it over in the sense, we want to identify some kind of variables which we can able to substitute for the given statement. For example, I'm just writing a statement, all students are smart. So here, when you write it this particular statement, these are all the two set of statements you want to identify. One is students is one set of statement and smart is one. So smart, not only the students to be smart, there are some other things also be smart. Okay, so why I've been telling that particular term in the sense, when system want to write the conditions on, when system want to write some kind of statements, system want to have somehow generalization statement, because smart is not the word only given to the student. Make it the statement very clear. Smart is not the only word given to the students. To the some other places also the smart will be used. So here we can able to take that all students are smart. So first we take an all. So all we will call it as an for all x. Make it my statement. In what way I've been pronouncing the first statement of a first order logic statement. I'm just telling all, but when I'm writing to the first order logic statement, I'm just mentioning for all. Okay, which means that for all the students. So when I'm mentioning about for all the students, who is that all the students? It represents about the term known as an whether the predicate will be an x, or the predicate will be a y, or the predicate will be z. But when you talk about students, we want to mention that x1, x2, x3, x4 up to xn, because in a class there are 60 students available, in a class there are 30 students available. So the students values are variables which is changing depends upon the class. So here also when I'm writing the statement, I'm just meaning for all x. So x may be an any student to be available. If you want to abbreviate that particular statement to be very clearly, if you want understandable, you can take it as x1, x2, x3 up to xn statements. So all students are good. All students are good. So I want to mention who are all students first. So who are all the students? They are all smart. That's what I want to consider this particular point. All students are good. So first of all, I want to identify students are x. So who is x? X may be in any student. So those who are all students, they are all smart. So when this particular statement is available, they written in what way they will return over it. Make it my pronunciation very clearly. For all x, student of x, which implies smart of x. This is where we want to pronounce this statement while you are writing. Because once if you have this practice only, when you are given some kind of statements to convert it to the first order logic statement, you can do it. Most of the time, this kind of statements, maybe in present situation, we are in MCQ question. So this kind of questions can be able to ask it in the 2-mark questions, especially. So all students are good. So make it my statement in what way I've been pronouncing this statement. First thing is when the all students are the statements comes, you should make it in your mind. Definitely there is a implication is available. Number one. Number two, students you want to represent who are all students. X is a students where the student X are smart. That you want to take it in two aspects. So I'm just writing a statement for all X, student of X, which implies smart of X. So that is a statement. If you want, again I will repeat, for all x, student of x. So what is the student of x? The student of x may be in anyone, which implies, make it my statement in what way I've been calling that particular logical connectivity name as well as the quantifiers, which implies smart of x. Okay, so this is a way where you can able to pronounce that particular first order logic statement. The next one, there exists a student. See, once I taken over the quantifier itself, when you take it about the there existing represent there may be a someone person or even a single person. There may be a single person that is also to be considered as an there exists a student. So there exists a student represent that may be a one or a set of people, not all. Okay, so in that situation, we want to use a symbol known as an extensional quantifier, which is given over here. Okay, here we given the extensional quantifier, the name quantifier we called as an there exists x student of x, because the statement is there exists a student. So first thing is you want to identify there exists. That is the term that we use this particular term. Followed by who is that there exists. I don't know who is it there exists, but there may be some student, or it may be a single student, or maybe a set of students. So that is why I'm just write there exists x student of x. Okay, so there exists x student of x. That's what we written over in the second statement. The third statement, there exists a smart student. See, this is the one statement which is being related to the first statement what we already given over there. You can see the difference between the first statement as well as the third statement, where first statement represent all students are smart. The third statement is there exists a smart student. So what I want to make it this particular statement very clear in the sense, see, already I told that students is one set of people and smart is another, because once you are writing the AI to be converted, the AI want to understand the first order logic statements, especially you want to write some generalized statement. That is very important. So that is why they are written student is one. So those who are Alex, the students, they are all smart. So here the statement says there exists a smart student. So they are telling that there is at least one student where, or there is a set of students, definitely they are smart. So definitely they are smart. That is the meaning that you should understand. Definitely they are smart represent and. Okay, so that is why in this particular statement they written over it, there exists x student of X, and smart of X. So what I've been coming to say is, for instance, there are some set of students available, or there are a student is available where that student is a smart student. Okay, so now you can understand there exists a smart student. In what way I can able to write it? Now you can able to write the next one, which is very clearly, every students loves some students. So this is a sum statement that you want to be very clearly. Okay, so here you want to take it this statement as a two slice. Actually, every students you take it as one part, loves some student you take it as next part. Okay, every student, you know how to write every student, because all the things we made it every, all, when this particular terms are available inside, you want to use the quantifier name known as for all X. So make it the statement, sir, whether I want to use X. See, X is a variable I'm just mentioning over here. You can use any variable as you wish, but for the pronunciation aspects as well as to the fluency, I'm just using for all X. So that gives some effect on my particular statement. That is why I'm using X. If you want to use Y, you are using Z, A, B. You can use any kind of a variable. Okay. So every students love some students. So we will take it as a two set of statement. Every student. So every student represent for all X, student of X, which implies, because the statement says every student, whenever I just told you, whenever there is a statement comes all, every, definitely there is a implication should be available at any one part. So here you can see that what I'm just to conclude the statement, every statement, every students, overall I'm just making every students, which implies there are some students which is being loved. Okay, so love some students. So there are every students who can love some students. Okay, so here you can see that every students for all X, student of X, which implies there exists Y. So what is the there exists Y in the sense, because I'm writing the statement love some students. So there are some students available, there are some Y students available, which can able to loves by X student, that are everyone. So that is why I'm just writing for all X, student of X, which implies there exists of Y, student of Y. So because I want to represent these two things, which means that every students want to be represented. At the same time, I also want to represent some students. So every student is being represented by student of X, and as well as some student is being represented by student of Y. That is very important. Okay, so after representing this, then I want to mention one particular criteria very clearly, that love some students. Who loves some students? Everyone loves some students. Who is that? Everyone. X is an everyone. So the statement loves of X comma Y, I want to take it to be written over in the statement like this. But when I want to understand this particular statement, I want to consider this statement like X loves Y. Okay, I want to consider the statement something like X loves Y. X is a every student who loves some students. Okay, so now you can understand this particular term in what way we can able to write it, that every students loves some student. And second one is in the syntax, we can able to take different kind of interpretation, something like we given parenthesis on setting some kind of statements. But while writing on your aspects, make it very clear. Don't worry about the parenthesis. It represents about the priority levels as well as the operator precedence level. But don't worry about that particular part, that we can able to clearly do it. But make it where your concentration should be more, in the sense, even if you are not putting parenthesis also, it come to says the what the statements you come for it. So I can able to write it for all X, give some space and write it student of X, which implies there exists Y, give some space, student of Y and loves of X comma Y. This statement is also true, because the parenthesis represent in what way we can able to represent. But once if you are writing as a fluency to return fastly every statements, okay, you want to follow only the connectivities as well as the quantifiers to be placed in the right area. That is very important. Okay, so we can go to the next one. So what is the next one? Every students love some other student. So this is somewhat the statement, little bit confusing statement to be taken over. Every students love some other students. Okay, so that some other students represent about the not statement to be available there. Okay, so this will take some kind of priority over on the statements. Okay, that is every students love some other statements. That is X is been loving some kind of some other students of level statements. So while I'm taking the negotiation and as well as with the with some kind of an FOL logic, I will take very clearly in this particular one. Okay, let I take some common statements. Bill is a student. So here, this is a very direct statement that what we call as an atomic proposition statements that we take it ordered. Bill is a student. So when I'm writing Bill is a student, I'm just making student as a predicate, okay, which tell about who is a Bill. So I'm just writing a statement very clearly that student of Bill. Okay. The next statement is the one which represent about the biconditional statements. Okay. But if Bill takes either, if and only if, that is what whenever the either statement is comes over, if and only if statements you want to consider, that is coming under the logical connectivities of biconditional statements. Will take either analysis or geometry, but not both. So that is a representative. So, but not both, which means that Bill takes analysis, okay, which means that he is not take geometry. If it is not take geometry, it means that he is not take analysis. So that is a statement they called as, and whenever the statement either is available, it's represent about the biconditional statements. If we take about the third one, Bill takes analysis or geometry, which means that it is a possibility that he can take analysis or geometry, because I given OR symbol. So when I give an OR symbol, we know the truth table of an OR symbol, which is given in the logical connectivities. That is, if any one of the point is also to be accepted, then the output will be true. Maybe both the students also can take, because I given OR symbol. Okay, and it's an option for the students to take any one, then the output will be right one. So here you can see that Bill takes analysis or geometry. Okay, here the takes represent the predicate. Okay, so whenever you are at that predicate, or we can take it as a function. So here we take it as an takes of Bill comma analysis, which means that Bill takes analysis or Bill takes geometry. So reading the statement is very important, but the representation while writing, you should be very clear, because while we reading, we represent Bill takes analysis or Bill takes geometry. But while writing, we just make it takes of Bill comma analysis. So that the presence mind as well as the writing work should be coincide, that you should be very understandable one, how to write the statement, how to speak the particular statement. That is, two things are very important, especially in the first order logic statement, because once if you know this particular fluency only, while you writing the statements or while you go for the next level of work, we call it as a resolution. So that particular moment of time, you can know what actually the statement is come to say for us. The next statement is as like the before statement, but we just apply the conjunction. Bill takes analysis and geometry. So here it's represent about Bill takes analysis and symbol, that is your conjunction symbol with the representation of your logical connectivity, followed by Bill takes geometry. So this is the next level of statement that is given over here. Okay. And the next statement, Bill does not take analysis. So Bill does not take analysis in the sense at any situation, Bill is not supposed to take analysis. So here what happened, whenever the symbol not comes over it, does not, or not comes over it, it means that you want to use a symbol known as a negotiation. So first we do one thing, Bill take analysis. Let me understand this, this particular sentence in two aspects. Leave it out the does not symbol. Let take it as a simple statement, Bill takes analysis. If the statement Bill takes analysis, we already written in the previous sentence, we know how to write the statement. Takes of Bill comma analysis, which represent that Bill takes analysis. Once I write the statement, now you see the statement, what is the presently available as the statement. Bill does not takes analysis, which means that the not is being added. So simply you do one thing. Once you write the takes of Bill comma analysis, which represent Bill's takes analysis, and before that you add the not symbol. So once if before add the not symbol, which represent that, it represent that Bill does not take analysis. Okay. So here the negotiation symbol should be used properly. But before using the negotiation symbol, make it the statement as a before applying the negotiation statement, what the statement is available, you can simply understand that particular statement. Then further you can able to know how the negotiation statements can able to return. Like whatever I just told, first you concentrate on Bill takes analysis. We know already we written that particular statement by taking takes off, take off. So the grammatical is not an issue over that. So you don't want to worry about that, sir. It is given as take, here it is given as takes. So that is not an issue, especially related to the grammatical while you writing over it here. Okay. So you can write it takes off bill comma analysis, then now I apply does not, so the negotiation symbol has been applied over there. The next statement, no students love bill. So which means what it comes to say is, for an essence, not even a single student available in the classroom or available in the college, okay, who is going to love bill. Okay, so I want to very intentionally want to make it that particular statement. Okay, so no students in the sense that particular moment of time I cannot able to give for all, because when I give for all negotiation, it means that there exists available. I think you can understand what I've been saying. For example, in quantifier, we have two kinds of people. One is your for all statement, there exists statement. But in front of for all statement, if I apply not symbol, because no students represent that no student, which means that I'm just going to mention not even a single student is going to love bill. So in front of for all, if I apply the negotiation symbol, which is known as a not symbol, that particular moment of time, the reciprocal of an the statement whatever I've been writing over is the statement which we call, or the equivalent the statement that you can understandable will be call it as an there exists some statement, which means that there exists some student who loves bill. So but the statement is not telling that particular statement. The statements tell that not even a single student loves bill. So not even a single student loves bill. So let me consider this particular statement. A single student loves bills. If the single students is mentioned that there exists some student who love bills. That is a statement that we want to understand. But before that, I'm just writing a statement, not even a single student. When not even a single student, that's what here the statement known as no students love bills. So we see in what way I've been taking the conversation of symbol that can able to understandable on my purpose, that I can able to given a proper output for the first order logic statement. The given statement is no students love bills. But when I pronouncing the statement or when I've been arguing with the statement, I'm giving the exact statement what actually I needed to convert it to the first order logic statement. No students, not even a single student. So I can able to take it the particular statement based on my the statements that in what way my understanding purpose. In that way, I've been taking the first order logic statements. So not even a single student loves bill. So not even, which means that there is not even an exist and any one of the student, okay, not even an exist any one of the students who loves bill. So first, what we just make it in the sense, let be hidden the no, that the statement what is available, which means that you can understand the statement like not even a single student loves bill. So let me understand in what way we can write this particular, sir. Very simply, you can write it. For example, first you take the statement students love bill. So in students love bill, what you want to mention? Who is a student? I don't know. Okay, we know who is a bill because bill represent a constant which represent the name. Okay, so in what way I will write it? Okay, students love bills. So who is a student? I don't know who is a student. So I'm just writing student of X. Okay, and who loves bill? Student loves bills. So I'm writing as another individual statement, something like loves of X comma bill, which means that X represents the student. Okay, so X loves bill. But I want to mention that no students, not even a single students to be loved by the bill. So that particular moment of time, I want to give a conjunction statement. That would be conjunction statement here. Why I've been using conjunction statement in the sense, I want to give some kind of powerful for the statement that any kind of a substitution is being made over there, that by my core sentences that should not be disturbed, what it actually come to say for us. That is, no students love bill. Okay, so that statement effect, that statement actual importance, that statement actual need, that should not be at any condition, that should not be disturbed. So that I want to be very clear in that. That is why I'm just applying a conjunction statement that whoever the student of X, definitely they are not loves the bills actually. So before that, I want to make it one particular statement, that make it a statement that not even a single student. So that not even a single student, I can able to write it the statement like not even a single student, that is there exists. Before the there exists, if I apply not, that is a negotiation symbol that you can see that my mouse has been pointing over that particular area, that represent that not even a single student or no students who loves bill. So in this way, we want to write the English sentences that to be converted to the first order logic statements. Let me go to the next presentation slide. So again, we are coming to the same kinds of representation, because we want to have different kinds of representation should be understand. Every godness like the sun. So already I told that whenever you are coming the statement all every in the sense, definitely you should understand that we want to apply the implication symbols. Here we want to make it every godner. Every godner represent, who is that godner? It may be one person, or it may be a 2%, or it may be an n number of person. Yes, it is an n number of person. So I'm just mentioning for all x, Gardner of x, which implies where over the Gardner, definitely they like the suns. See, that is in nature. Okay, because who are all maintaining the Gardner, definitely they need the sun needed for the plant. Okay, so for all x, Gardner of x, which implies likes of x comma y, x comma sun, where x represent about the Gardner. So I'm just reading the statement again for your understanding purpose. For all x, Gardner of x, which implies likes of x comma sun, which I want to consider that particular statement that x likes sun, who x in the sense Gardner is an x. Okay, so the next statement, you can fool some of the people all of the time. So you can fool some of the people all of the time. So these statements are very peculiar statement that to be understandable in different manner actually. But one thing to be very clear that we want to use two quantifiers, that is giving very clearly the statement that the statement says that we want to use there exists as well as for all statement. Okay, but what we can able to make it, you can fool some of the people in the sense that may be a one, that may be a set of people, that may be a two, three. So some set of people there I can able to write it, there exists x person of x. Okay, so there exists x person of x, and I'm just mentioning all the time. Okay, so what I'm going to come to say is in the sense all the time I can able to fool some set of people. So you can take it in even you can take it in reciprocal form also, which means that you can fool some of the people all the time, or you can able to understand this particular statement all the time. You are going to fool some of the people. But anyway, one objective is going to become to very clear that you are going to fool some of the people all the time. So that is what you are going to conclude. That's why they are writing as an implication statement, can fool of x comma t, where x represent the person and t represent the time. So here the time represent all of the time. So you can see once you are writing this kind of statements, give some kind of an partition for the every statements. Maybe the next slide will give you that clear idea. So all the time. So all the time represent the quantifier. Though you can write it for all t, time of t, you can write it that particular separately. And another thing you can write it separately like person of x, which what we called as an there exists x. You can write that particular statement. So there exists x person of x, and for all time, which implies that can fool of x comma time, which means that every you can fool some of the people all the time. That's what the statement to be very clearly they mention. The next statement is giving another clue for you. All purple mushrooms are poisonous. So all purple mushrooms are poisonous. So in what way I should understand in the sense, what are all the mushrooms which are all in the purple color that should be poison? So this is a statement coming to mention that we will give some kind of implication symbol while I've been taking the proposition logic statement, especially when I'm writing the implication symbol. I just told whenever the antecedent to be true, then we want to concentrate on the consequent. So here all purple mushrooms are poisonous. So poisonous is a single thing that you are going to come to conclude. That first of all you want to conclude that mushrooms. Second one is you want to conclude purple. And third one, you want to come to conclude the statement, then it is poisonous. That's what the statement which is written in the third example. That is for all x, mushroom of x and purple of x, which implies poison of x. Which means that all mushrooms which is in the purple color are poisonous. Okay. And second one is what already the note I given once I taking the proposition logic statement, especially in the logical connectivity, which represent the implication as well as the biconditional statements. See, whenever you are applying the quantifiers all, for all, every in the sense, definitely there should be implication is available. That is a syntax says for you. Okay, because you want to conclude the statement. Okay, all the mushrooms which are on in purple color or which are all purple, definitely they are all poison. Okay, so that way definitely which they are all poison, which implies. So what I want to conclude to say is in the sense, all mushrooms which are in purple color, which implies that they are all poisonous. So that is a statement which is coming for you. Next statement, no purple mushrooms is poisons. Again the statement what we see it in the previous one, no student loves bill. Again the same statement, no purple mushroom is poisons, which means that not even a single mushroom is been in poisonous. So what I've been writing the statement, you can write it mushroom of x or purple of x, because it's representing about all the thing to be mentioned about only one thing as an representation, that is mushroom. Okay, so I'm just writing not even a single mushroom. That is the statement I can able to understand from this. Not even a single purple mushroom is poisonous. Not even a single mushroom is being poisonous. I'm writing the statement like not even there is not even a single existence of available of purple color which is of a mushroom. Okay, that is a mixture of mushroom which is in purple color. It is not poison. So that particular moment of time I want to use and symbol which represent that which are all purple, that is which are all mushrooms which are all in purple color. Okay, and that is at any caught situation it is no poisoner or it is not poison. That is what the statement comes to says for us. This is one way of representation. In another way of representation, you can also write it in the next form. Sir, whether I want to use only the quantifiers like there exists, is it possible there is any other remedy for the statement? Because I've been understandable with very clearly about the for all statement. So in what way I can able to write that particular statement? I can given the second option for you. You can able to conclude that particular statement that all mushrooms are in purple, which implies that is not poison. Okay, so you can also take it that particular statement to be written over there, which means that all the mushrooms, because first statement represent not even a single mushrooms is poison. Second statement is also taking the name statement, which means that all the mushrooms which are all in the purple color, which is not poison. So the second statement you can understand, I think so very clearly. For all X, mushroom of X and purple of X, which implies that not of poison of X. So which are all the mouse, which are all the mushrooms, which are all in purple color, that is not been poisons. So you can able to very clearly you can understand the statement. Okay, so you can understand from this particular statement that it does not mean that you want to conclude with the quantifier of an extensional when some kind of statement that the last statement, not no mushroom, no purple mushroom is poisons. You can also use an the quantifier, that universal quantifier as a compensate or the vice versa statement or the equivalent statement that you can able to substitute it for that. So this is the next level of statements that you can able to write it. All dogs love playing games. So all dogs love playing games. Here love represent about the predicate because it represent what the subject is doing or what the subject, here they represent what the subject is doing. Subject is been playing the games. Okay, so that loves of X comma playing game. So I'm just writing for all X dog of X, which implies, because why I've been putting implies, I already given one information that whenever you are writing the universal quantifier with that conditional rule, there is an implication should be reflect over there. So for all X dog of X, which implies loves of X comma playing games. This is the one statement I can able to write it. Okay, and when you are writing some kind of statement, the order of the statement, you can also write it the statement like this. X loves, which means that everyone loves someone, that the statement, or everyone likes someone. You can also write the statement as the second one, what I just make it. For all X colon there exists Y, loves of X comma Y, which means that X represent everyone and Y represent someone. So everyone loves someone. I can also take the particular sentence in this manner actually. Next one is Bill takes analysis and geometry. Already we these two statements in the previous slides. Okay, just I want to review this again. That is why I've been taking the statements. Let me go to the right hand side of the statement. Every students take at least one course. See, this is the statement that you should understand very clearly. Every students represent for all. Yes, I can understand. At least one course. When I make it at least one course, in the sense you want to know the exact meaning for the quantifier, especially the extensional quantifier. Because in case of universal as well as an extensional quantifier says in the sense there exists some people or there exists at least one. So even the one, even there is exists someone, but I don't know who is the someone. So that particular moment also, I want to use a quantifier known as an extensional quantifier. Okay, so that is what they used over here for all X student of X, which implies there exists Y. Okay, there exists Y. What does the Y represent? Y represent the course. Okay, and takes of X comma Y, where X represents the student, X takes any course. Okay, so what I going to say is in the sense every students definitely they want to take at least one course. Definitely they want to take at least one course in the sense that is why I'm just putting the conjunction symbol. Make it the statement. Why every statements once if you are taking the statement basically you do in two aspects. One is you can pronounce that particular statement in different aspects which you can able to understandable. Number two, you can able to understandable in your mother language. Okay, so every students takes at least one course. Okay, so that statement comes to given a clear idea. Every students definitely make it my statement. I'm just adding some kind of terms at the background. Every students definitely take at least one student. So that definitely give the impression of the conjunction symbol, because I'm telling that every students at any cost. So this is another set of statement I can able to understand. At any cost, you want to take one course. Something I see, definitely students want to do this particular work. Sorry, there is no doubt about that. Which means that definitely in the sense there is no option. Which means that that is the replication, or that is the reflection of your conjunction symbol. That is why they are written over the statement very clearly. For all x, student of x, which implies there existing y, course of y, and takes of x comma y, where x represents the student and y represents the course. The next statement, Bill has no sister. So this is very simple, because this is represent the relationship. Because when the sister, brothers, when this comes itself, we already see what are the fundamental elements of your first order logic statement other than the basic statements. We just see some of the statements like relations, sister, brother, mother-in-law, father-in-law, son-in-law. So these are all the represent about the relationship. So this represents sister of. That is why that particular statement, sir, whether I want to write it as a sister of, see very clear. If you are able to understand this particular statement, you can write it. Or as an initial step while you are writing, you can write it sister of x comma Bill. You can also write it that particular statement as a startup. Okay, but when you are understandable completely, then you can know that the sister represents the relationship. So sister represents the relationship, can able to written as sister of, brother of, son-in-law, father-in-law, like that you can able to write it. But as a starting, as a student, as a starting practice of statement, you can also write it sister of x comma Bill. So here I am just writing a statement, Bill has no sister. So Bill has no sister represent that not even a single, that is a no represent, that is what there exists. Before that they apply the not symbol. No dogs are intelligent, which means that no dogs are intelligent. So when I've been writing the single statement, okay, I can able to take it in two aspects. That's what you can see it in the previous presentation. Not even a single dog, which is definitely not an intelligent. So that is the second statement. They mentioned that using the extensional quantifier, and before the extensional quantifier they apply the negation symbol, and addition with that they are mentioning that definitely not even a single dog that is going to be an intelligent. That's what the second statement. The first statement is also mentioning the same thing. For all x, dog of x, which means that I'm just mentioning all the dogs, which implies that that is definitely not intelligent. So both the statements come to says what, that it is not intelligent as a right one. So you can able to take it in the universal quantifier level, or you can write it in the extensional quantifier layer. You can able to write it in two aspects actually. Okay, thank you for taking this particular presentation, and for further videos, and further we will move to an the next level of chaining will be called as an forward chaining and backward chaining. That is how the first order logic statement as well as the propositional logic statement can able to return by using the method of knowledge representation, which is coming under the topic of an forward and backward chaining, that we will see in the next session. Okay, and before concluding my session, let I go and revise again once what actually we done it in this particular presentation. That we started with the introduction as a review about, as a glance, what the previous presentation or the previous topic that we have know, that just we have a clarification, we just taken the introduction. Followed by that we want understandable, and as well as we want to have some kind of remembrance on the technical terms. So that is why I taken basic elements of your first order logic, and followed by we just started to directly do about how the sentences can able to convert it to the first order logic statement or first order predicate logic statements. And you can understand some basic terms, and you can also have some kind of a knowledge. And very basic thing you want to understand, that you want to have and practice on the statements. That what the two things, students, I will give you two kinds of option for you. One is, once the statement is given to you, please make that particular statement understandable by your own, by your mother language, or number one. And please take the particular statement and make it one or two twice. You just pronounce the statement, then understandable what actually you come to say for us. Number one. Number two, you just identify what kind of universal quantifiers to be applied, whether they are coming to say or about for all x, there exists x, or not even a single student, or only the single student. So you understand that universal quantifier, then come to the connectivities. Okay, so this is the approach, three steps of approach. First thing is understand the statement in English as well as in your mother language. Second one, identify what is the universal quantifier that you are going to apply. We know what is the we know what is the two kinds of quantifiers available, universal as well as an extensional quantifier, and know whether we want to apply the universal or the extensional quantifier. Number two, then apply the logical connectivities if it is anything is available, then conclude the statement. Okay, then practice this kind of statements to be written over it, and definitely you will get a knowledge and how to convert the given sentences to the first order logic statements. Thank you, students. We will see in the next session with the topic of forward chaining and backward chaining. Thank you.